This is David with High Performance Stoicism. I want to talk to you about the most important relationship of your life. What do you think that is? I would say the most important relationship of your life is the relationship you have with you, yourself. Now, if you got that answer correct, it might be because you've heard this kind of thing in personal development. But as often is the case with personal development, it's big on statements and small on details. Stoicism is going to get into the details that you need to know to improve your relationship with yourself. The Stoic Hecate has the following quote. He says, "What progress, you ask, have I made? I have begun to be a friend to myself." End quote. Now, think about that. That is a very powerful quote because he's saying a sign of his progress is he's become a friend to himself. He's being a friend to himself. And then by being a friend to yourself, that is going to improve your progress. Now, let's see why this might be. Think about the mistakes you make. Think about how you respond to your mistakes and what you say to yourself. You and most people will be really hard on yourself. You'll say, you can't do anything right. You're a total loser. Now, that doesn't sound like a real friendship with yourself. And you can see this by thinking about what your friend would think if you talked about your friend that way when your friend made a mistake. So your friend makes a mistake and you say, and comes to you to talk to you about it, and you say, you're a total loser. You always make mistakes. Well, you're not going to be friends with that person for too long. And so, why would you do that to yourself? It's because you lack the wise perspective to see doing that is actually harming you and it's slowing down your progress. Think about what progress you might make if you change course and you really start to treat yourself much better. You treat yourself in a caring way. You say, okay, I'm working on something. I'm working on becoming more confident. I'm working on becoming more self-controlled, more productive. And since I'm new at this change, that means that I'm going to require a little patience with myself. I'm going to require a little care. I'm going to require some guidance and some understanding, and I'm going to require some encouragement. So, just from this little topic of the things you want to make progress in, you could see that if you take the approach of befriending yourself, yes, it's going to take time. It's going to require your patience and so on. You'll see that that's going to be the way that you can have more and more progress. Having a deeper relationship with yourself is one thing that's going to come about from Stoic practices, because what are Stoic practices about largely? Yes, you're taking more action. Yes, you're doing better things. When you think this is the just thing to do, I'll do that. Would be imprudent. I'm not going to do that. Aside from that, a lot of what you're doing in Stoicism is you're changing your mental responses to things. You're changing the internal actions that you have. You're seeing, well, I do have a bit of a anger problem. And then what happens? You are going fast down the street, but then the light turns red. Where you used to get angry or even go into rage about such a thing, you're going to say, hold on, what am I doing? And what's a better way to handle this situation? You're going to see the red light is out of my control. What's in my control is to respond in a more calm, rational way. And then just that little change is going to set you up for more change, and especially if you befriend yourself. Now, part of moving toward virtue, which is the ultimate goal in life, according to Stoicism, is you're going to learn your inner workings very well. And you're going to learn a lot about human nature by watching your mind, dealing with it better, making better choices internally day after day. And what do you think is going to happen as a result of this? You're going to learn more about human nature in general. You're going to see, just like I used to be, in a sense, blind to what I was doing, getting angry over stupid things, I'm going to see that the person I'm dealing with, someone in another relationship, a romantic relationship, a friendship, I'm going to watch their mind and see, okay, they're in the grip of a false idea. They think this is a really important matter when it isn't, and you're going to start to be more patient with them. So that's just a little introduction to the topic of your most important relationship, befriending yourself, and how that's a part of becoming wiser over time. Tell me what you think in the comments. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.